Did you know 1 in 6 people feels pain every day? It's like a grumpy cloud stealing their smiles. But wait, you can chase that pain away. Stay with me for easy, fun tips to feel great again. Ready? Let's do this. Introduction. It does not have to hurt. Your smart guide to a pain-free life. By Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Dr. Sanjay Gupta is a brain surgeon. He is also CNN's chief medical expert. For many years, he studied the brain and how it feels pain. He helped people understand why pain stays and how it can go. This book is about chronic pain, pain that lasts for weeks or months or even years. It is not just in the body. It lives in the brain. But the brain can also turn it down. Dr. Gupta shares real tools. Not just pills, not just surgery, but smart ways to feel better, like sleep, like movement, like breathing, like changing how we think. The book is based on science. It is backed by research. It is written with care. It gives hope, without fear, without addiction. Pain steals joy. It makes life small, but it does not have to stay. It does not have to hurt. We are covering this book in 12 chapters. Each one will guide you, step by step, toward a life with less pain and more peace. If you want to learn, heal, and grow, subscribe to the channel and join us on this journey. Chapter 1. Understanding pain. Pain is a signal. It is the body's way of saying something is wrong. Sometimes pain is sharp. Sometimes pain is dull. Sometimes pain comes and goes. And sometimes pain stays. There are 2 kinds of pain. One is called acute pain. The other is called chronic pain. Acute pain is fast. It comes after an injury, a burn, a cut, or a broken bone. It is the body's alarm system. Tells you to stop, to rest, to heal. Acute pain is helpful. It protects you. It warns you. It goes away when the body heals. But chronic pain is different. It does not go away. It stays for weeks, months, or even years. It can start from an injury, but sometimes there is no clear cause. Chronic pain is confusing. It feels like something is wrong, but doctors may not find anything. Tests may look normal. Scans may show nothing. Still, the pain is real. So where does it come from? The answer is the brain. Pain is not just in the body. Pain is made in the brain. The brain receives signals from nerves, from muscles, from joints. It reads those signals and decides what to feel. Sometimes the brain gets stuck. It keeps sending pain signals. Even when the body is fine, it becomes a loop, a cycle, a habit. This is called central sensitization. It means the brain becomes sensitive. It reacts too strongly. It feels pain, even from small things, even from touch, even from stress. The brain learns pain, and the brain can unlearn it. This is the key idea. Pain is not just physical. It is also emotional. It is also mental. It is also social. Pain can grow with fear. Pain can grow with stress. Pain can grow with loneliness. Pain can grow with anger. But pain can shrink with care. Pain can shrink with movement. Pain can shrink with sleep. Pain can shrink with calm. Dr. Sanjay Gupta explains this clearly. He shows how pain works. He shows how pain stays. And he shows how pain can go. He says, pain is not just a symptom. It is a story, and you can change the ending. This chapter is about understanding. Understanding what pain is. Understanding how it works. Understanding why it stays. And understanding how to change it. Let us look at the brain again. The brain has many parts. One part feels pain. One part remembers pain. One part fears pain. One part tries to fix pain. When these parts work together, pain becomes strong. But when these parts calm down, pain becomes weak. This is why mindset matters. This is why emotions matter. This is why habits matter. If you believe pain will stay, it often does. If you believe pain can change, it often does. This is not magic. This is science. This is neuroplasticity. It means the brain can change. It means the brain can heal. It means the brain can learn new paths. So what helps? Movement helps. Breathing helps. Sleep helps. Kindness helps. Support helps. Pain is not your fault. Pain is not weakness. Pain is not punishment. Pain is a signal. And signals can be changed. This chapter gives hope. Says, you are not broken. You are not alone. You are not stuck. Says, you can learn. You can heal. You can grow. Pain may be part of your story, but it does not have to be the whole story. We will explore this book, chapter by chapter. We will learn how pain works. We will learn how pain fades. We will learn how to live again. If this message speaks to you, subscribe to the channel. Join us for all 12 chapters. Let us walk this path together, toward less pain and more peace. Chapter 2. The Science Behind Pain. Pain is not simple. It is not just a feeling. It is not just a reaction. It is a signal. It is a message sent from the body to the brain. Dr. Sanjay Gupta explains this clearly. He shows how pain travels. He shows how pain is processed. He shows how pain is shaped by the brain itself. Pain starts with nerves. These nerves live in the skin, in the muscles, in the joints, and deep inside the body. They sense heat, pressure, injury, and danger. When something goes wrong, these nerves send signals. They send those signals through the spinal cord, up to the brain. But the brain does not just receive. The brain decides. It decides how strong the pain feels. It decides how long the pain lasts. It decides what the pain means. This is where science gets deep. Dr. Gupta shares new research. He talks about brain scans. He talks about imaging studies. He talks about how pain looks inside the brain. In these scans, scientists see patterns. They see which parts of the brain light up. They see how pain moves. They see how pain changes with thoughts, with emotions, with memories. Pain is not just in one place. It touches many areas. It touches the sensory cortex. It touches the emotional centers. It touches the memory systems. It even touches the decision-making parts. This means pain is complex. It is not just a signal. It is a full experience. It is shaped by what we feel. It is shaped by what we expect. It is shaped by what we believe. Dr. Gupta explains this with care. He says pain is not always the enemy. Pain is a teacher. Pain is a guide. Pain is a warning. But pain can also be a habit. Sometimes, the brain keeps sending pain. Even when the injury is gone. Even when the body is healed. Even when nothing is wrong. This is called chronic pain. It is not fake. It is not imagined. It is real. But it is created inside the brain. The brain learns pain, and the brain can unlearn pain. This is the hope. This is the science. This is the power of neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity means change. It means the brain can grow. It means the brain can shift. It means the brain can build new paths. Dr. Gupta shares studies. He shows how movement helps. He shows how breathing helps. He shows how sleep helps. He shows how calm helps. These things change the brain. They change how pain is felt. They change how pain is processed. They change how pain is remembered. Pain is not just a signal. It is a story. And stories can be rewritten. This chapter is about science. But it is also about hope. It shows that pain is not fixed. It shows that pain is not forever. It shows that pain can fade. Dr. Gupta explains that pain is personal. Each person feels it differently. Each brain reacts in its own way. Each story is unique, but the tools are shared. The science is strong. The path is clear. Pain is not weakness. Pain is not punishment. Pain is not your fault. Pain is a signal, and signals can change. This chapter helps you understand, helps you see inside the brain. It helps you know what is happening. It helps you trust the process. You are not broken. You are not stuck. You are not alone. You are learning. You are healing. You are growing. We will keep going. We will keep learning. We will keep building peace. If this chapter helped you, subscribe to the channel. Join us for Chapter 3. Chapter 3. Myths about pain. Pain has many faces. It can be sharp. It can be dull. It can be sudden. It can be slow. But pain also has many myths. Stories we believe, without knowing the truth. Dr. Sanjay Gupta begins this chapter by breaking those myths. He shows how false ideas can make pain worse. He explains how science can clear the fog. The first myth is simple. Pain always means injury. This is not true. Pain can happen even when the body is fine. Pain can stay even after healing. Pain can grow even without damage. The brain plays a big role. It decides what pain feels like. It decides how strong it is. It decides how long it lasts. Sometimes the brain gets stuck. It keeps sending pain signals, even when there is no danger, even when there is no wound. This is called chronic pain. It is real. It is not fake. It is not imagined. But it does not always mean injury. The second myth is this. Pain means something is getting worse. This is also not true. Pain can rise, even when healing begins. Pain can flare up, from stress, from fear, from memory. Pain is not a perfect guide. It is a signal. But signals can be wrong. Signals can be loud, even when they should be soft. Dr. Gupta explains this with care. He shows how the brain learns pain. He shows how the brain remembers pain. He shows how the brain fears pain. Fear makes pain stronger. Stress makes pain louder. Loneliness makes pain heavier. The third myth is this. Pain must be treated with pills. This is not true. Pills can help. But pills are not the only way. And sometimes, they are not the best way. Painkillers can bring relief. But they can also bring risk. They can cause addiction. They can cause side effects. They can mask the pain without healing the cause. Dr. Gupta offers other tools. He talks about movement. He talks about sleep. He talks about breathing. He talks about mindset. These tools change the brain. They calm the signals. They soften the fear. They help the body heal. The fourth myth is this. Pain is a sign of weakness. This is never true. Pain is part of being human. Pain is part of being alive. Pain is part of the journey. Feeling pain does not mean failure. It does not mean you are broken. It does not mean you are weak. It means your body is speaking. It means your brain is listening. It means your system is reacting. Dr. Gupta reminds us that pain is personal. Each person feels it differently. Each story is unique. Each path is its own. The fifth myth is this. Pain will never change. This is not true. Pain can change. Pain can fade. Pain can soften. Pain can heal. The brain is not fixed. The brain is flexible. The brain can grow. The brain can learn. The brain can build new paths. This is called neuroplasticity. It means change is possible. It means healing is possible. It means hope is real. Dr. Gupta shares stories. Stories of people who healed. Stories of people who moved again. Stories of people who found peace. They did not wait for magic. They did not wait for perfect answers. They started with small steps. They started with belief. They started with care. This chapter is about truth. It is about clearing the myths. It is about seeing pain clearly. It is about trusting the science. Pain is not always injury. Pain is not always danger. Pain is not always forever. Pain is a signal, and signals can change. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are not alone. You are learning. You are healing. You are growing. We will keep going. We will keep learning. We will keep building peace. If this chapter helped you, subscribe to the channel. Chapter 4. The Pain-Mind Connection. Pain is not just in the body. Pain is also in the mind. It is shaped by thoughts. It is shaped by emotions. It is shaped by stress. Dr. Sanjay Gupta explains this clearly. He shows how the brain reacts. He shows how feelings change pain. He shows how stress makes pain worse. Pain is a signal, but the signal is not simple. It is filtered through the brain. It is shaped by mood. It is shaped by memory. It is shaped by fear. When you feel stress, pain becomes louder. When you feel sadness, pain becomes heavier. When you feel fear, pain becomes sharper. This is not weakness. This is not imagination. This is science. The brain has many parts. Some parts feel pain. Some parts fear pain. Some parts remember pain. Some parts try to fix pain. When stress rises, these parts become active. They send more signals. They create more tension. They make pain stronger. Dr. Gupta shares studies. He shows how stress changes the brain. He shows how emotions change the body. He shows how pain grows when the mind is not calm. This is called the pain-mind loop. Pain causes stress. Stress causes more pain. It becomes a cycle. It becomes a trap. But the loop can be broken. The trap can be escaped. The cycle can be changed. This is where mind-body tools help. These tools calm the brain. They soften the signals. They ease the tension. Dr. Gupta introduces these tools. He talks about breathing. He talks about meditation. He talks about movement. He talks about awareness. Breathing is simple, but it is powerful. Slow breaths calm the nerves. Slow breaths relax the muscles. Slow breaths quiet the brain. Meditation is focus. It is not magic. It is not escape. It is attention. It is presence. It is peace. Movement is medicine. Gentle movement helps the body. It helps blood flow. It helps muscles relax. It helps the brain feel safe. Awareness is key. It means noticing pain without fear. It means feeling pain without panic. It means accepting pain without judgment. These tools do not erase pain, but they change pain. They change how it feels. They change how long it stays. They change how deep it goes. Dr. Gupta explains this with care. He shows how the brain learns calm. He shows how the body learns peace. He shows how the mind learns strength. Pain is not just a signal. It is a story. And stories can change. This chapter is about connection. It is about the link between pain and mind. It is about the power of emotion. It is about the strength of awareness. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are not stuck. You are learning. You are healing. You are growing. The mind is not the enemy. The mind is the guide. The mind is the tool. The mind is the path. We will keep going. We will keep learning. We will keep building peace. If this chapter helped you, subscribe to the channel. Join us for Chapter 5. Let us walk this journey together, toward less pain and more life. Chapter 5. Breathing and Meditation. Pain can feel heavy. It can feel sharp. Can feel endless. But sometimes, relief begins with a breath. Dr. Sanjay Gupta explains this clearly. He shows how breathing helps. He shows how meditation works. He shows how the mind and body can calm pain together. Breathing is simple. We do it every day. But when done with care, it becomes a tool. It becomes a medicine. It becomes a path to peace. Pain creates tension. It tightens the muscles. It speeds up the heart. It makes the breath short. It makes the body stiff. But slow breathing changes that. It relaxes the muscles. It slows the heart. It calms the nerves. It softens the pain. Dr. Gupta shares breathing exercises. They are easy to learn. They are safe to try. They are gentle on the body. One method is called box breathing. It has 4 steps. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Breathe out for 4 seconds. Hold again for 4 seconds. Repeat this slowly. Repeat this calmly. Repeat this with focus. This helps the brain feel safe. It helps the body feel calm. It helps the pain feel lighter. Another method is belly breathing. Place a hand on your stomach. Breathe in slowly and feel the belly rise. Breathe out slowly and feel the belly fall. This type of breath activates the calm system, tells the brain, everything is okay. It tells the body, you are safe now. Breathing is not a cure, but it is a start. It is a signal to the brain. It is a message of peace. Dr. Gupta also talks about meditation. Meditation is not silence. It is not escape. It is not empty thought. Meditation is attention. It is focus. It is awareness. It is presence. Pain pulls us away, pulls us into fear, pulls us into memory, pulls us into worry. But meditation brings us back. It brings us to now. It brings us to breath. It brings us to calm. Dr. Gupta shares simple techniques. One is called body scan. Sit or lie down. Close your eyes. Focus on each part of the body. Start from the head. Move down to the feet. Notice each area. Feel the tension. Feel the breath. Feel the release. This helps the brain reconnect. It helps the body relax. It helps the pain soften. Another method is loving kindness. It is a gentle practice. It begins with a thought. May I be safe. May I be calm. May I be free from pain. Then send that thought to others. May you be safe. May you be calm. May you be free from pain. This builds compassion. This builds warmth. This builds peace. Meditation raises pain thresholds. It helps the brain handle pain. It helps the body stay strong. It helps the mind stay clear. Dr. Gupta explains this with care. He shows how meditation changes the brain. He shows how breathing changes the body. He shows how calm changes the pain. These tools are not magic. They are not instant. But they are real. They are proven. They are powerful. Pain may still be there, but it becomes softer. It becomes quieter. It becomes lighter. This chapter is about control. It is about choice. It is about healing. You can breathe. You can focus. You can calm the storm. You are not helpless. You are not broken. You are not stuck. You are learning. You are healing. You are growing. We will keep going. We will keep learning. We will keep building peace. If this chapter helped you, subscribe to the channel. Join us for Chapter 6. Let us walk this journey together, toward less pain and more life. Chapter 6. Movement as Medicine. Pain tells us to stop. It tells us to rest. It tells us to protect. But sometimes, stopping makes pain worse. Dr. Sanjay Gupta explains this clearly. He shows how movement helps. He shows how exercise heals. He shows how the body needs motion to feel better. Pain creates fear. Fear creates stillness. Stillness creates stiffness. Stiffness creates more pain. It becomes a cycle. It becomes a trap. It becomes a habit. But movement breaks the cycle. Movement opens the body. Movement calms the nerves. Movement teaches the brain. that safety is possible. This is not about hard workouts. This is not about pushing through pain. This is not about ignoring signals. This is about gentle motion. This is about safe steps. This is about healing through movement. Dr. Gupta shares the science. He shows how muscles respond. He shows how joints recover. He shows how blood flow improves. Exercise releases chemicals. These chemicals reduce pain. They lift mood. They ease tension. They help the brain feel calm. One chemical is endorphin. It is the body's natural painkiller. It is released during movement. It helps reduce pain. Helps increase joy. Another is serotonin. It helps with mood. It helps with sleep. It helps with recovery. These chemicals are free. They are safe. They are built into the body. Dr. Gupta talks about safe movement. He shares ways to begin. He shares ways to stay active without making pain worse. Start small. Start slow. Start with care. Walking is a good start. It is gentle. It is steady. It is calming. Stretching helps too. It opens tight muscles. It improves posture. It reduces stiffness. Yoga is another tool. It combines breath and motion. It builds strength. It builds balance. It builds peace. Water therapy is helpful. It reduces pressure. It supports the joints. It allows motion without strain. Dr. Gupta reminds us that movement is not punishment. It is not a test. It is not a race. It is a gift. It is a signal of life. It is a path to healing. Pain may resist at first. The body may feel unsure. The mind may feel afraid. But gentle movement teaches safety. It teaches strength. It teaches trust. This chapter is about action. It is about motion. It is about change. You do not need to run. You do not need to lift heavy. You do not need to push hard. You need to move. You need to breathe. You need to stretch. Movement is medicine. It is free. It is safe. It is powerful. Dr. Gupta shares stories. Stories of people who moved again. Stories of people who found relief. Stories of people who rebuilt life. They started with small steps. They started with short walks. They started with gentle stretches. And slowly, pain began to fade. Strength began to grow. Hope began to return. You are not stuck. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are learning. You are healing. You are growing. We will keep going. We will keep learning. We will keep building peace. If this chapter helped you, subscribe to the channel. Join us for Chapter 7. Let us walk this journey together toward less pain and more life. Chapter 7. Nutrition and Pain. Food is fuel. Food is medicine. Food is also a message. Speaks to the body. Speaks to the brain. Speaks to pain. Dr. Sanjay Gupta explains this clearly. He shows how food affects pain. He shows how diet shapes inflammation. He shows how small changes can lead to big relief. Pain is not just about injury. It is also about inflammation. Inflammation is the body's response. It is how the body reacts to stress, to damage, to toxins. Sometimes, inflammation helps. It protects the body. It heals the wound. It fights infection. But when inflammation stays too long, it becomes harmful. It becomes chronic. It becomes part of the pain. Food can increase inflammation. Food can also reduce it. This is the power of nutrition. Dr. Gupta shares foods that help. He also shares foods that hurt. He explains what to eat. He explains what to avoid. Let us start with the foods that help. These are anti-inflammatory foods. They calm the body. They support healing. They reduce pain. Fruits are helpful, especially berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. They are full of antioxidants. They fight inflammation. They protect the cells. Vegetables are powerful. Leafy greens like spinach and kale. Colorful veggies like carrots and peppers. They are rich in vitamins. They are rich in fiber. They support the immune system. Healthy fats are important. Olive oil, nuts, seeds, avocados and fatty fish. These fats reduce swelling. They support brain health. They help balance hormones. Whole grains are better than refined. Brown rice, oats, quinoa. They keep blood sugar steady. They reduce spikes. They lower inflammation. Spices can help too. Turmeric is strong. It contains curcumin. It fights pain. It calms the body. Ginger is soothing. It helps with digestion. It helps with joint pain. It helps with muscle aches. Green tea is gentle. It is full of antioxidants. It supports calm. It supports clarity. Water matters too. Staying hydrated helps the body. It helps flush toxins. It helps reduce stiffness. Now let us look at foods that hurt. These are pro-inflammatory foods. They increase swelling. They increase stress. They increase pain. Sugar is a big trigger. Too much sugar causes spikes. It leads to crashes. It feeds inflammation. Processed foods are harmful. Packaged snacks, frozen meals, fast food. They contain chemicals. They contain unhealthy fats. They contain hidden sugars. Refined carbs are risky. White bread, white rice, pastries. They break down fast. They raise blood sugar. They increase inflammation. Red meat can be a problem, especially when processed, like sausages, bacon, deli meat. They contain additives. They contain nitrates. They increase pain. Fried foods are dangerous. They contain trans fats. They damage cells. They slow healing. Soda and sweet drinks are harmful. They are full of sugar. They are full of chemicals. They increase stress in the body. Dr. Gupta does not say to be perfect. He does not say to follow strict rules. He says to be aware. He says to make better choices. He says to listen to the body. Food is not just fuel. It is a signal. It is a tool. It is a path. Eating well does not mean eating less. It means eating smart. It means eating with care. It means eating with purpose. Pain may not vanish overnight, but the body begins to shift. The brain begins to calm. The nerves begin to relax. This chapter is about awareness. It is about connection. It is about healing from the inside. You do not need a perfect diet. You need a kind one. You need a steady one. You need a healing one. Dr. Gupta reminds us that every bite matters. Every meal is a choice. Every day is a chance. Pain is not just physical. It is also chemical. It is also nutritional. Food can hurt. Food can heal. You are not stuck. You are not broken. You are not alone. You are learning. You are healing. You are growing. Chapter 8. Non-opioid treatments. Pain can feel endless. It can feel sharp. Can feel deep. But relief does not always need pills. Dr. Sanjay Gupta explains this clearly. He shows how pain can be treated without opioids. He shows how the body has tools. He shows how healing can begin with safer methods. Opioids are strong. They block pain signals. They bring fast relief. But they also bring risk. They can cause addiction. They can cause dependence. They can change the brain. This chapter is about other options. It is about safe choices. It is about natural support. Dr. Gupta shares many treatments. Each one helps the body. Each one helps the brain. Each one helps reduce pain. Let us begin with acupuncture. It is an old method. It comes from ancient medicine. It uses thin needles. They are placed in the skin. They touch special points. These points connect to nerves. They send signals to the brain. They help release chemicals. They help reduce pain. They help relax the body. Acupuncture is gentle. It is safe. It is backed by research. It helps with joint pain. It helps with muscle pain. It helps with tension. Dr. Gupta explains how it works. He shows how it activates healing. He shows how it calms the system. Next is physical therapy. It is movement with guidance. It is motion with care. It is strength with support. A physical therapist teaches exercises. They help stretch tight muscles. They help build strength. They help improve posture. Pain often changes how we move. We protect the sore area. We avoid motion. We become stiff. Physical therapy breaks that pattern. It teaches safe movement. It teaches balance. It teaches control. Dr. Gupta shares how it helps. He shows how it reduces pain. He shows how it prevents injury. Massage therapy is another option. It uses touch to heal. It relaxes muscles. It improves blood flow. It reduces stress. Massage helps the brain feel safe. It lowers tension. It softens pain. Another method is dry needling. It is like acupuncture, but it targets trigger points. These are tight spots in muscles. They cause pain. They cause stiffness. Dry needling helps release them. It helps restore motion. It helps reduce pain. Dr. Gupta also talks about TENS. It stands for electrical nerve stimulation. It uses small pads. They send gentle pulses. They block pain signals. They activate natural painkillers. TENS is safe. It is easy to use. It helps with chronic pain. Heat and cold therapy also help. Heat relaxes muscles. Cold reduces swelling. Both calm the nerves. Both ease the pain. Dr. Gupta explains how to use them. He shows when heat works best. He shows when cold is better. Mind-body treatments are part of this too. Breathing, meditation, and movement. They help the brain. They help the body. They help the pain. These methods activate natural chemicals. Endorphins are one of them. They are the body's painkillers. They are released during movement. They are released during calm. They are released during care. Serotonin helps too. It lifts mood. It reduces pain. It supports healing. These chemicals are safe. They are built into the body. They are free. Dr. Gupta reminds us that pain is complex. It needs many tools. It needs many paths. Opioids are not the only answer. They are not always the best answer. There are safer ways. There are smarter ways. There are kinder ways. This chapter is about choice. It is about knowledge. It is about healing. You do not need to suffer. You do not need to fear. You do not need to depend. You can learn. You can move. You can grow. Pain is not the end. It is a signal. And signals can change. Chapter 9. Distraction Techniques. Pain demands attention. Pulls the mind in. It fills the space. It becomes the center. But attention is flexible. It can shift. It can move. It can change. Dr. Sanjay Gupta explains this clearly. He shows how focus affects pain. He shows how attention shapes experience. He shows how distraction can help. Pain is not just a signal. It is also a spotlight. Where the mind looks, pain becomes stronger. Where the mind shifts, pain becomes softer. This is not denial. This is not escape. This is science. This is strategy. This is healing. Distraction does not mean ignoring pain. It means changing focus. It means choosing where to look. It means guiding the mind toward something else. Dr. Gupta shares how this works. He explains how the brain filters signals. Cannot focus on everything. It must choose. It must select. It must prioritize. When pain takes over, it becomes the priority. But when something else is stronger, pain moves to the side. This is called cognitive load. It means the brain has limits. It means the brain can be busy. It means the brain can be full. When the brain is full, pain has less space. Pain has less power. Pain has less control. Dr. Gupta shares practical examples. He shows how daily life can help. He shows how small actions can shift attention. One method is music. Listening to music changes the brain. It activates emotion. It activates memory. It activates rhythm. Music can lift mood. Music can calm nerves. Music can soften pain. Choose music that feels good. Choose music that brings peace. Choose music that holds attention. Another method is reading. Reading pulls the mind into story. It creates pictures, creates emotion. It creates focus. Books can be healing. They offer escape. They offer meaning. They offer calm. Dr. Gupta also talks about puzzles. Games and challenges help the brain. They require focus. They require thought. They require attention. This pulls energy away from pain. It builds strength. It builds clarity. It builds peace. Art is another tool. Drawing, painting, coloring. These actions use the hands. They use the eyes. They use the heart. Art creates flow. Flow is deep focus. Flow is full attention. Flow is healing. Cooking can help too. It uses smell. It uses taste. It uses motion. It brings joy. It brings care. It brings presence. Gardening is gentle. It connects to nature. It connects to growth. It connects to calm. Even cleaning can help. It brings order. It brings rhythm. It brings movement. Dr. Gupta reminds us that distraction is not avoidance. It is not running away. It is not pretending. It is choosing. It is guiding. It is healing. Pain may still be there, but it becomes quieter. It becomes softer. It becomes smaller. This is not about ignoring pain. It is about living with it. It is about moving through it. It is about building strength. Distraction works best with intention. Choose the activity. Choose the focus. Choose the moment. Do not wait for pain to fade. Begin the shift. Begin the motion. Begin the change. Dr. Gupta shares stories. People who found relief in music. People who found peace in art. People who found strength in movement. They did not erase pain. They changed their relationship with it. They changed their focus. They changed their path. This chapter is about choice. It is about attention. It is about power. You are not stuck. You are not broken. You are not helpless. You can guide the mind. You can shift the focus. You can soften the pain. Pain is not the whole story. It is one part. It is one voice. It is one signal. You can choose what to hear. You can choose what to see. You can choose what to feel. Distraction is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is strength. It is healing. Chapter 10. Sleep and Pain Relief. Sleep is healing. Sleep is recovery. Sleep is peace. But when pain is strong, sleep becomes hard. Dr. Sanjay Gupta explains this clearly. He shows how sleep affects pain. He shows how poor sleep makes pain worse. He shows how better sleep can reduce pain sensitivity. Pain and sleep are connected. They affect each other. They shape each other. They feed each other. When sleep is broken, the brain becomes tired. When the brain is tired, pain feels stronger. Pain feels sharper. Pain feels louder. This is not just a feeling. This is science. This is proven. This is real. Dr. Gupta shares studies. He shows how sleep changes the brain. He shows how sleep affects pain signals. He shows how deep rest can calm the nervous system. Sleep helps the body heal. It repairs muscles. It restores energy. It balances hormones. Sleep helps the brain reset. It clears stress. It softens fear. It lowers inflammation. When sleep is poor, The body stays tense. The brain stays alert. The pain stays high. This is why sleep matters. This is why rest is medicine. This is why better sleep means better days. Dr. Gupta shares tips for better sleep. He offers simple steps. He offers gentle advice. He offers tools that work. The first tip is routine. Go to bed at the same time. Wake up at the same time. Even on weekends. Even on holidays. This helps the body learn rhythm. It helps the brain feel safe. It helps sleep come easier. The second tip is light. Avoid bright screens before bed. Avoid phones, tablets, and laptops. They confuse the brain. They block melatonin. They delay sleep. Use dim lights in the evening. Let the body know that night has come. Let the brain prepare for rest. The third tip is food. Do not eat heavy meals late. Do not drink caffeine at night. Do not take sugar before bed. These things wake the body. They raise heart rate. They disturb sleep. Choose light snacks if needed. Choose calming drinks. Choose warm herbal tea. The fourth tip is movement. Gentle exercise helps sleep. Stretching helps relax muscles. Walking helps release tension. But do not exercise too late. It may wake the body. It may delay sleep. Dr. Gupta also talks about the bedroom. Make it quiet. Make it dark. Make it cool. Use soft sheets. Use a good pillow. Use a calm space. The brain links places to habits. If the bedroom feels safe, sleep comes faster. The fifth tip is breathing. Slow breaths calm the nerves. Slow breaths relax the body. Slow breaths prepare the brain. Try box breathing. Try belly breathing. Try gentle inhale and exhale. This helps the body shift. It moves from stress to rest. It moves from alert to calm. Dr. Gupta shares one more tip. Let go of pressure. Do not chase sleep. Do not fear the clock. Do not count the hours. This creates stress. This blocks rest. This feeds pain. Instead, focus on calm. Focus on comfort. Focus on peace. Even lying still helps. Even resting the eyes helps. Even quiet breathing helps. Sleep is not just time. It is quality. It is depth. It is rhythm. Pain fades when sleep is strong. Pain softens when rest is deep. Pain quiets when the brain recovers. This chapter is about care. It is about rest. It is about healing. You do not need perfect sleep. You need better sleep. You need steady sleep. You need kind sleep. Dr. Gupta reminds us that sleep is a tool. It is free. It is natural. It is powerful. You are not stuck. You are not broken. You are not alone. You are learning. You are healing. You are growing. Chapter 11. Building a Pain Smart Plan. Pain is personal. It feels different for everyone. It shows up in different ways. It stays for different reasons. That is why healing must be personal too. Dr. Sanjay Gupta explains this clearly. He shows how to build a plan. He shows how to create a strategy. He shows how to combine tools from all the chapters before. This chapter is about action. It is about putting things together. It is about making a plan that fits your life. A Pain Smart Plan is not one size fits all. It is not a fixed routine. It is not a strict rulebook. It is a flexible guide. It is a living system. It is built with care. Dr. Gupta begins with reflection. Ask yourself simple questions. Where does the pain live? When does it feel worse? What makes it softer? What makes it louder? Write these answers down. Keep a journal. Track your patterns. Notice your triggers. Notice your relief. This helps you understand your pain. This helps you see the cycle. This helps you break the loop. Next, choose your tools. Pick what works for you. Pick what feels safe. Pick what feels kind. From Chapter 1. Remember that pain is a signal. It is not always injury. It is not always danger. It can be changed. From Chapter 2. Remember the science. Pain lives in the brain. Pain is shaped by emotion. Pain is shaped by memory. From Chapter 3. Remember the myths. Pain does not mean weakness. Pain does not mean damage. Pain does not mean forever. From Chapter 4. Use the mind-body link. Use breathing. Use calm. Use awareness. From Chapter 5. Practice meditation. Use slow breath. Use gentle focus. Use quiet attention. From Chapter 6. Move with care. Stretch gently. Walk slowly. Build strength over time. From Chapter 7. Eat with purpose. Choose anti-inflammatory foods. Avoid sugar and processed meals. Drink water. Support healing from inside. From Chapter 8. Try non-opioid treatments. Explore acupuncture. Try physical therapy. Use massage or heat. From Chapter 9. Use distraction wisely. Listen to music. Read stories. Paint, cook, or garden. From Chapter 10. Protect your sleep. Build a bedtime routine. Keep your room calm. Let the brain rest. Now combine these tools. Build your own mix. Use what fits your day. Use what fits your energy. Use what fits your mood. Dr. Gupta suggests starting small. Pick 3 tools each day. 1 for the body. 1 for the mind. 1 for the heart. For example, stretch in the morning. Breathe in the afternoon. Read at night. Or walk after breakfast. Drink green tea at noon. Meditate before bed. Keep it simple. Keep it steady. Keep it kind. Track your progress. Notice what helps. Notice what fades. Notice what grows. Adjust your plan as needed. Add new tools. Remove what does not work. Try again. Stay curious. Dr. Gupta reminds us that healing is not a straight line. Some days will be hard. Some days will be soft. Some days will feel stuck. That is okay. That is normal. That is part of the path. Your plan is not a test. It is not a race. It is not a rule. It is a guide. It is a support. It is a friend. Pain may still visit, but it does not have to stay. It does not have to lead. It does not have to control. You are building strength. You are building peace. You are building trust. This chapter is about ownership. It is about choice. It is about power. You are not broken. You are not lost. You are not alone. You are learning. You are healing. You are growing. Chapter 12. Living Pain-Free. Pain changes life. It changes how we move, changes how we think, changes how we feel. But pain does not have to stay. Dr. Sanjay Gupta ends this journey with a message of hope. He shows how long-term habits can lead to a pain-free life. He shows how small steps can build lasting change. Living pain-free is possible. It is not a dream. It is not a wish. It is a goal. It is a path. It is a choice. This chapter is about that choice. It is about building a new life. It is about creating a future with less pain and more peace. Dr. Gupta begins with mindset. The way we think shapes the way we heal. If we believe pain will stay, it often does. If we believe pain can change, it often does. Hope is not just emotion. Hope is action. Hope is strength. Hope is science. The brain listens to belief. It responds to trust. It grows with care. Next comes routine. Healing needs rhythm. It needs structure. It needs steady habits. Wake up with purpose. Stretch gently. Breathe slowly. Eat with care. Move every day, even for 10 minutes. Even with small steps. Even with soft motion. Sleep with intention. Protect your rest. Calm your mind. Let the body recover. Dr. Gupta reminds us that healing is not one thing. It is many things. It is a system. It is a lifestyle. Nutrition matters. Choose foods that heal. Choose meals that support. Choose drinks that soothe. Avoid sugar. Avoid processed snacks. Avoid heavy meals at night. Choose berries. Choose greens. Choose water. Movement matters. Stretch in the morning. Walk in the evening. Rest when needed. Do not push too hard. Do not stop completely. Find your balance. Find your rhythm. Mind-body tools matter. Breathe with focus. Meditate with care. Notice your thoughts. Guide your attention. Use distraction wisely. Listen to music. Read stories. Paint, cook, or garden. Use non-opioid treatments. Try acupuncture. Try massage. Try physical therapy. Use heat when needed. Use cold when needed. Use rest when needed. Track your progress. Write down your wins. Write down your patterns. Write down your triggers. This helps you learn. This helps you adjust. This helps you grow. Dr. Gupta says that healing is not perfect. Some days will be hard. Some days will be soft. Some days will feel stuck. That is okay. That is normal. That is part of the path. You are not failing. You are not falling. You are not broken. You are building strength. You are building peace. You are building trust. Living pain-free does not mean you never feel pain again. It means pain does not control you. It means pain does not lead you. It means pain does not define you. You are more than pain. You are more than struggle. You are more than fear. You are a learner. You are a healer. You are a builder. This chapter is about empowerment. It is about courage. It is about hope. Dr. Gupta ends with a message. He says, "You are not alone. You are not helpless. You are not stuck." He says, "You have tools. You have knowledge. You have strength." He says, "You can live again. You can move again. You can smile again. Pain may visit, but it does not have to stay. It does not have to lead. It does not have to win. You have walked this journey. You have learned each step. You have built your plan. Now you begin again. Now you live again. Now you rise again. This is your life. This is your body. This is your story. And it does not have to hurt.